I think that we have been taking extremely good step into this journey to be then zero emission in 2040, because we have today already, last year we had 6 models into serial production of battery electrical trucks. Now we are expanding this to 8 models. We have a market share on the European market of 47%. So we have been taking great step into this journey. Now we have an extremely proud moment for Volvo Trucks and for the Volvo Group, when we are now making the biggest launch ever, hitting then the conventional product range in North America and also then the European range with cab over. And here we are now bringing down then the emission to a very much lower level. And we are doing that by reducing then fuel consumption and also then expanding then our battery electric offer. So we are now taking additionally big step forward into this journey.
Yeah, and Roger, look, we all want to see cleaner fuels and cleaner trucks and cleaner transportation. But this is very much, it seems to me, about baby steps, an evolution rather than a revolution. When I look at the Volvo FH Aero, the new international vehicle, we're talking about reducing emissions by up to 5%. These don't seem dramatic leaps forward that we're seeing.
It is big steps. You should also remember how much we have been reducing fuel consumption already with the current range. Now we are reducing this with additionally 5% on that range. So we are then making a lot of then carbon emissions improvements into that product range as well. In North America, we are taking it down with 10%. So there is various of areas that you need to work with to take down the carbon emission. And then at the same time, we are then making huge investments into then the battery electrical offer. We will also come with fuel cells. We will come with other solutions on the combustion engine to run on renewable fuels as well. So we are investing into this one and we are taking big steps forwards. We have a leading position into this race in terms of zero emission products.
Roger, I just want to reflect on COP, because one of the main messages was that a bunch of energy solutions are going to be required for the future. And if I look at your approach today, it seems to reflect that you've got a very dynamic approach here to energy solutions. Why is that necessary? Because it looks like one size is not going to fit all when it comes to a global solution here.
Because you have done different transportation segments, and we need to then approach all kind of segments, support any truck to any applications, to any customer and to any markets. Therefore, we need to then have various of different technical solutions.
I want to ask you a bit about hydrogen too, because you've made inroads here. Just how advanced do you think your hydrogen approach is at this point, and what would the broader ecosystem in hydrogen, if there were improvements, mean for your business?
What we have said and what we are talking about is that we have a 3-part strategy into our journey towards zero emission vehicles, and we are exploring all kind of technologies, but we are very much focused on battery electric because we think that will be the majority of the volumes. We are working with fuel cells, that we will come in the end of this decade, and then we have then the current combustion engine as well, that we are working with solutions to run on renewable fuels.
Roger, there is no doubt about it, and you would have seen what's going on in the car industry as well. There are problems at the moment in adoption and adaptation to electric vehicles at the moment. We're seeing it from Ford, we're seeing it from Tesla, we're seeing it from a lot of players, that actually the appetite for consumers is waning somewhat. Are you seeing any of that in the trucks business that we're seeing in the broader auto business?
Because we need to be aware about this is taking time as well. And from a truck customer, the truck is operating the majority of the time compared then to a personal car, where the car is standing still most of the time. So we need to then have a very efficient solutions. We started then with serial production of battery electrical trucks back in 2019. And now if we sum up this operation of then customers that have been running then battery electrical trucks by Volvo into production, so to commercial production, that sums up to 35 million kilometers, and that is around 900 laps around the world. So we having customers operating in commercial business a lot now with battery electrical trucks.